Good one, you are.
Hello, and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Podstache. To my right is...
Power focus for Lee.
Straight ahead.
Friendly.
To the left.
Justin Shank.
To my right.
Again.
Jared Stuff.
Right there.
Nick Borma.
Yo.
Hello.
Yo.
Lizzie, you ready?
All right. Wednesday edition.
Our volume's back on, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in.
The end.
Yeah.
So I've changed. I now want to be an affiliate marketer on our website for B2 cigarettes. B2.
Hey, really
B2.
quick.
Oh.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, shut your face.
Sorry,
Onnit.com.
sorry.
Onnit.com, an awesome place.
Actually, I was going to say, yeah. We should probably plug Onnit.com.
Hey, he's plugging something. Let's walk over him and plug something else.
Well, we'll plug the people who are actually affiliated with
I
us.
know, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
But soon to be. Let's start affiliate marketing V2, and I support it. 6 days. 6 days I transition. Oh, booze.
Make a cocktail
I
if
also
you want.
support rum.
Spice rum.
Kilo Kai spiced rum.
Hey, have we talked about their testosterone replacement yet or no?
I'm chasing with people.
I know I brought it up once.
Okay.
But
All right, go for it.
Well, I mean, we haven't used it yet, but I guess they have like this kind of natural testosterone kind of replacement thing, to where it doesn't alter to the testosterone that you. One guy has a couple drinks.
What about I need tea. Hey man, you have to say you're a cheat. What? You're a cheat.
Mom.
At the show when I was just like, yeah, these assholes, and like, what do you have to say? You're a cheat. I was like, what? And you're like, you're a cheat. And I was like, what? You are what you eat? I was like, you didn't say that at all, dude. You know what they say? You're a cheat. What?
But anyways, it's supposed to not alter the testosterone that you already do produce. So, because I know sometimes when, usually it's older folks, like they have to take testosterone. I'm done.
just say
Check
tea.
it out.
Tea.
Yo, that tea. Yo, for the older people who take that tea,
Rest in peace, yo.
Yeah, yo, man.
Wrong.
Check it out. All right. But we do Alpha Brain,
Do.
which is good.
So it
And
doesn't
then,
give you huge hair, gross growths or anything. It's just
we don't know
What, tea?
yeah, the tea.
No.
I take that shit. I got 3 testicles now. Fucking
Makes
awesome.
you that much more of a
I think one of them's a tumor, but
tease for the extra tease for the tumor.
Onnit.com.
Yep.
Yep.
Shroom Tech.
You're
won't
not
give you a tumor.
I want some battle ropes.
Hey, by the way, and I know this probably doesn't mean a lot to non-Elgin residents, but went over, got my license change, went to the rack. 2 things that are really fucking cool. One is you can just go right up and into the thing. You don't have to check in or anything for the track.
Yeah.
You just got to go there.
Nice.
So we got to start doing that.
Yes.
And the second thing is their lap pool. And if you want to go in there and just swim, and they're open from 5 a.m. to like 10 p.m., $3. $3 for the day.
Huh.
Super
How much for skinny dipping?
cheap. 7.
8.
So
Note to self.
yeah. 25 if you want the lifeguard to give you mouth to mouth.
What about mouth?
Jerk off at you in the pool.
So last Thursday, we had a pretty gnarly snowstorm.
Yeah.
So we, me, Christopher Lee, and Lizzie Gertie decided we want to go out to Sycamore and meet with a couple friends of ours because it was $2 all-you-can-eat tacos.
Whoa! Where?
Jokers.
How often? Whoa!
It's every Thursday. Okay, and it's it's like it's right off 23, and it's like right by the courthouse there.
Yeah.
So it's $2 all-you-can-eat tacos.
Buffet style?
It's they give you them in increments of 3.
Oh, okay.
So I had
For $2?
all you can eat. So I had 7, and I was feeling pretty gnarly, and I drank a whole little cup of salsa.
Any
for some
kind or
reason.
just like beef?
They're just really like beef tacos.
Okay.
Still pretty good though. All you can eat.
Yeah, I've been
You're
there
cheap.
for karaoke nights every now and again. I like that place. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I
It's
smell a
hidden.
Podstache trip coming up here.
Well,
pretty good.
it's kind of, I totally agree with that. It's a little hidden, like it's away
Yeah.
from all the other bars, so
Yeah.
it's like you really don't have a choice. If you get drunk there, you're there.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Oh, but the point of the story. We get there and they're like, okay, it's supposed to start snowing really heavy, like an inch per hour or something like that. You know, like at 8 o'clock or something like that. So we're there and we're like, it's not snowing, whatever. So we're hanging around there, and then all of a sudden when we look outside, like around 10 o'clock, it's just douching snow. We're like, oh fuck! So we have to. We have to go from Sycamore to Burlington, and then Burlington back to Elgin. So, I mean, I think we left there.
Who drove?
What's up?
Your truck?
Well, Liz drove to Sycamore from Burlington in her SUV.
Sports utility vehicle.
Yep. And then I had to drive my truck from Burlington to Elgin.
Okay.
So I think we left there around 11, I want to say.
That's when it started coming down really hard.
That's when it started coming down really, really hard. So we're just like, okay. So it's like already getting pretty shitty when we left Sycamore. So now we have to make. So Christopher Lee and I have to make the drive from Burlington to Elgin in my truck that has no heat. Okay. So the 4-wheel drive, we're fine. You know, I mean,
feel you on the no heat thing.
Okay. But so now we're driving, and it's just this blanket of fucking snow, dude. Yeah. So now, since there's no heat, there's no defrosters.
Right, so everything's fogging up.
Just fogging up. So basically, I'm driving like Mr. Magoo while Christopher Lee is wiping my windshield with a towel, and I'm just like doing the whole thing where you're trying to find the most clear spot, like on the windshield and shit like that. So what should have been like a 25-minute drive, like turned into I don't know. Probably 40 minutes or so. I mean, I just remember like going like, 15 miles an hour, just like,
Fuck that.
yeah.
Snow.
Well, on the windy roads and shit like
Oh
that,
yeah.
dude.
Well, yeah. In those country roads, it's like
you can't tell because it
take
drifts.
me home, right?
Well, it drifts over too. So
Well,
you
yeah,
don't know.
and there's no fucking lights because it's the fucking country because they're fucking Amish and they don't believe in lights.
Or zippers.
Well, I mean, like, what would, like, driving out west is bad no matter what. Because there's nothing around. Like, I mean, from, like, St. Charles to Sycamore, because, like, when I was in AOTF still back in the day, I used to drive when I had the Bronco. With no back window and no heat. I drove out to Scott's place in a snowstorm once. And it wasn't snowing as bad as it could have, but the drifts on the road, because there's nothing around, every time I'd hit a fucking drift, oh, buddy. I mean, I'd be like cruising, and, like drive sideways for a second, and it was like every 50 feet I'd like go sideways, and it was not fun.
See, I always had like my Camry before I got new tires on it because last year I remember I went in and I was like, oh, one of my tires blew, and then they looked at all my tires and they're like, dude, like 6 millimeters is when you're supposed to change. They're all at 1.5 millimeters. Holy shit! Like, okay, but because it was winter, and I remember that car was so when I get a chance to drive it, I still drive it. Funny, but the car naturally will not stop for you when you hit the brakes.
That's a bad thing.
So what I do is, I remember I would slow, like, you just let off the gas, so you slow down naturally, and then I'd hit the brake, and I know I would slide, and then I would what was it? I would turn the wheel just a little bit. No, turn the wheel just a little bit, let off the gas, it'd catch you, turn like this, and then go. Oh, I love that car.
Wait, like it wouldn't. Wait,
it wouldn't catch. It wouldn't catch. So if you hit the brakes, the wheels.
Oh, because the tires are bald.
Yeah. So
okay.
So in the
said
winter,
naturally wouldn't break, and I'm like, that means that's very
I've
non-natural.
had cars like that. I remember the brakes went out on my grandfather's fucking car in ECC, and I still drove the fucker home, and I managed to do it. This is what it was. The brakes were gone. All it was a little bit of metal on rotor, so I couldn't stop. Like, you heard it, and it no. It wasn't even catching anymore. Like, the pedal went down, and you wouldn't stop. Whoa. So, like, it would help me slow down just a little bit, and I'm like, well, I got to get it home, and I don't want to sit here.
Being young.
Back in my day, we didn't have brakes, boy. We drove cars backwards.
Hey, fuck, dude, I got it home, and that was like, oh, yeah, that was an experience.
Use your feet, yabba dabba doo.
Yeah, I know, right? But,
Fuck! Go! Bounty my pebbles!
That's not a cartoon. That's a documentary.
man, in hindsight, I would have so bought one of those Lincolns for my grandfather. He had like 7 of them, and they're all broken down. I was like, oh, those are nice cars.
Pimp juice.
I think he just, that was his thing. He wrote it, probably never got an oil change, waited till the engine to fucking explode, and got a new one and let that one sit in the driveway. That's what I imagine, because they don't move
Must be
anymore.
nice to have money.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah.
They're selling that house again.
Again? Oh yeah.
Why don't we fucking buy it?
You know
All
how
of us.
Wait a minute, though.
We exercised that idea at one point.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, there's two things, and one is
No. The ghost.
No,
The
yeah.
ghost.
I'm not even talking about that. They put in that roof was so bad when they sold it. You guys would have had to re-roof it. It would have cost you $100,000 just to fucking not 100, but it would
That's
have
a lot
cost
of money.
Well, between
that guy.
6 of us.
I guarantee you that guy put at least $200,000 into it. Not
Oh,
only
yeah.
the barn
Fuck
and shit like
yeah.
that. And I remember the tax alone on that property was fucking stupid.
So don't pay it. You've been on a streak of that shit.
Yeah.
We just don't pay it.
Houses are different. I like places to live. I pay that one.
Well, then we just lose the land and squat there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh, Windows. I don't know if I can afford this place.
But I miss that place. It'd be fun to go back in there again.
Yeah.
B&E, man.
Buy
B&E.
Did they ever do anything with the pool? Do you know?
I'm
Paved it
sure.
over.
I'm sure they fucking renovated it, and there's still a pool there.
Paved
What
it,
else are you fucking
paved it
gonna do
over.
with it?
Cemented. The ghost lives there.
Do they have to tell? Do they have to tell like the people who buy it? Like
Nope. It's within like I think it's within a certain amount of years, like within 10 or 10 years or something
twisted.
like that. And it wasn't a murder, so I don't think they don't have to disclose it. I don't think. A murder you have to disclose within like 10 or 15 years, I think.
Sorry, what happened?
But if someone just died there, they don't have to tell you.
No, well, a couple people died there. My grandmother died there. Before they bought the place,
Haunted as fuck.
Haunted?
Haunted.
An actual haunted house.
Yeah.
Koopa, it's fucking haunted.
It's
yeah,
haunted.
I mean, I still have stories. Like I think I've told them on this podcast.
Like-
I don't think so. I don't think.
I think we discussed it when Nick Reardon was here. We talked about it.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
talked about
Like Poltergeist haunted or like haunted house Eddie Murphy haunted?
both.
More like Big Bad Beetleborgs haunted.
well, one of the things that always freaked these guys out is because in the basement, in the hot tub, this woman, one of the original owner,
Died.
The wife got in the hot tub.
Like in
She was,
Halloween 2.
yeah, she was drinking a bunch of fucking martinis and she fell asleep. She slipped under. She drowned.
Okay.
So there's two instances. Like it was always creepy. Like we filmed a movie down there and Justin got freaked the fuck out and the lights would go on and off and shit like that.
That's when shit was going on. You were
Right.
freaked out too
I
because
know,
it was
it was
going
weird.
on.
But I used to stay there all the time. Like all the time I used to, and
Because you're a ghost.
yeah. Doors would move a little bit. You know, like you would notice movement every now and again, and that could be anything though. It's a big house.
Anything but ghosts.
Yeah, but,
it was
the biggest
ghosts.
story, and I think I brought this up before, was my grandfather's sister who has Alzheimer's disease. She couldn't.
Okay.
She never knew who my name was. Like
Of course not.
I used to like for like 3 months. I would bring her food. Because she lived downstairs, so I'd bring her like breakfast, lunch, and dinner and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, who are you?" And she'd forget me in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
you know
Shall
what
we
I mean?
make love on the cottage again?
Well,
Are you another ghost?
one day, one day we go into the house and she's sitting in the living room, which means those are steep stairs. Somehow she got her ass up those stairs by herself, and she's sitting in the couch and she's freaking out. And she said she saw a woman wet, all in white, walking up the stairs.
Job, dude. I hate.
I'm coming up the stairs.
So
Get it, woman wet.
you know what though, like,
Like Samara from the
And they jerked off at it. It's like
there
it's like his version of the Ghostbusters.
Don't cross the streets, man.
Hello. Oh no. Oh no.
if there are ghosts, man, especially in there, they weren't fucking nasty. So I didn't care. I lived there.
Fucked
so
with us
long.
a little bit, man.
Lights
There
going
was-
on and off for one
Lights
thing.
went on and off. We heard that loud fucking banging noise. It sounded like
I didn't
everything
like the
fell.
sauna. The sauna scared me.
Yeah, that was.
I didn't go in there.
Yeah.
Did it change the water? Or?
Well, I remember too, like when we got
No,
the hot
the lady
tub
was
and
still
the
in
pool,
there.
when we got that all going, I never liked to swim in there alone. Like I wouldn't do that.
Someone died in the
That was
pool as
creepy
well?
to me.
It was-
So
Yeah,
you were there. So there was water in there.
when
at
we
one-
first for the
Well,
first
it's a
2 years,
pool,
we
though.
upkept that. For the first 2 years, we upkept the sauna, the hot tub, and the pool, and it was beautiful, man. But it was always creepy to me. Like I was like, I don't want to go
Yeah.
swimming in here. Like I'll.
Yeah.
And I hate drowning.
So
So
water on the rocks.
you know, I hate drowning.
You know what I hate? Drowning.
Actually,
Man, I really hope I don't drown in this pool.
one thing that I did realize though is if you were to go, as awful as it would be to be scared about it, like being buried alive,
No, fuck that.
yeah, you'd be freaking out, right?
No,
But the
no.
actual process, if you were to chill out and just be like, well, I'm dead,
I accept this.
it would probably be pretty okay.
That wouldn't happen.
You'd go to
like-
sleep.
Adam Sandler is buried alive.
I'm buried in the casket.
That was the alternate ending to Kill Bill. She just gave up.
She's just like, she hit the board once. She's like, oh, it's fucking useless.
Wow, fuck that.
Can't say I didn't give it a my all.
I guess I won't kill Bill. Spoiler alert, you killed Bill.
House of Haunted and shit.
Yes.
That's why they're moving out, dude. No, just,
Like as a realtor, how do you overcome a haunting?
You just don't talk about it.
yeah.
Just don't mention it.
It's like Fight Club.
When people
Yeah.
bring it up, you're just like, what?
I think it's
Fuck
just.
house are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to sell this shit to you.
Well, the other thing too, I mean, like that house is super old, man. Like, so what you consider a haunting or being haunted is really an old, just fucking house.
I don't know about it. I mean, like, I don't know, man.
That was a ghost.
Like, I mean, when because we killed the fuse box, we turned the fuse box off, and then the light
It was
didn't
the
turn
ghost
off.
of the ghost of
kinda-
the fuse box.
The lamest ghost ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was for the whole. Everything else in the basement shut off, but the one light. The one light.
Haunted light.
I don't want to talk about this again. It's a long fucking story.
But that just could be faulty wiring.
Okay, Scully.
I will tell you one thing though. That house is
Go
like,
home, construction worker.
I will say,
Why don't you go wire some houses? All right.
It's a good. It is a good thing that you didn't go after that house because that house is really like, honestly, in the 10
mansion.
years that he's been there, it's been a house of death. It really has. Like,
All
so
right.
like, a couple people
Flip it
died in that
sometime,
house.
Man, you gotta flip it.
Yeah.
House of life.
House of life.
Life house.
We all have babies in the house. It cures the curse. You.
So it's like the haunting and like all these children.
Oh my god, I'm so fucking done with trailers
Yeah.
saying nursery rhymes. I'm so.
Well, the good thing we didn't get that house then, because that's all you hear. You walk in the door, you turn your stereo on, it's just nursery rhymes.
That's awesome.
Nursery
I'm
rhyme
gonna
station.
turn in between
the radio here.
In between songs, is the Texas Chainsaw noise. Next song up, part.
I love this song, man.
I suppose I should turn the oven on.
After a while, you just get used to it.
It should be instead of
Would that be worse than hearing Alice in Chains all the time? Or better?
or instead of nursery rhymes, it's just like those like little jingles for like kids' toys or something like that. Like skip it. Yeah, like skip it.
It's like it's all creepy except for the Mr. Bucket one. It's just straight like Mr. Bucket, put your balls in my mouth.
He just scoots along.
That's all the TV plays.
Put your balls in my mouth.
Come on, Ron, put him in. Put him in. You wake up and it's just on your chest. Hey, Ron.
Starts spitting penises at me. I don't know.
Going down. Mr. Bucket. In my mouth.
But do you guys actually believe in ghosts, though?
I got really quiet.
That house.
We don't talk about that.
In my mind, that house convinced me that like I actually experienced some type of haunting of some type.
Well, and I don't know if I ever brought it up on the air, but you know, because once we did Chubby Bunny, 1 week, and I was thinking, oh well, what other childhood things could we do that would be entertaining? And I thought about doing an Ouija board.
He won't do it.
Nope.
No,
I would
I
not
don't-
show
Oh,
up.
you wouldn't do it either?
No.
Wouldn't show up.
Here's my thing.
Especially in this house with ghost doors.
Wouldn't show up.
I don't necessarily believe in it, but I don't want to fuck with shit that I don't know about either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna
believe.
push any buttons that I don't want to push, that you can't unpush.
So you do believe?
I'm just saying,
Skeptic.
a skeptic. Yeah.
Then
It's kind of like horror movies that you watch. It's like they could have just walked away or not investigated, and it would have been all good.
That's true.
I'm that guy that won't investigate it.
Especially in this fucking.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should do it in the creepy face.
Oh yeah. Be a big group of us, and it'll sound like someone's getting murdered in the next room. We'll just be like, we're just gonna walk away right
Okay,
now.
if a hot girl came up to you in high school and was like, "Hey, do you want to come to Camp Crystal Lake with me this summer?" You would say
No!
You would say no.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Come on.
yeah.
I would say
good?
yes.
But did she want to have premarital sex and smoke marijuana with me?
Yes.
Oh, I'd so go.
yeah.
But she has to say that up front. We're gonna have premarital sex and smoke marijuana.
Shit, yeah!
That's worth it.
Voorhees! Voorhees!
That's worth it.
I'm Jenna Voorhees.
I don't like messing with shit. You know what I mean? Like in terms
are
of
you
things like
messing
that, which is hilarious because I'm an avid believer in there being no God, but for some reason ghosts are just
Yeah.
like one
But
of those
there's
things.
ghosts.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you don't necessarily have
I'm
to.
not-
Weird though, because I'm the same way though. Now that
you don't necessarily have to tie ghosts into the belief of God. I mean, this is a very long debate.
The only other thing that I could, the only other thing
It's a
that
very
I,
long discussion to have, but like, I mean, seriously, like, you don't have to. Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
well, what I'm saying, the
know?
only thing that I'm saying is that one thing that I could believe in, and I don't have any science proof of this, is
Blackness.
that no, is planes.
70% of women do show their.
yeah, 70%.
Just a book.
That time is probably not linear and can't explain a lot of things like that. So I think that we can be going through instances of time.
Well, time's made up anyway.
Is there,
Exactly.
Is there any way I could get you two to do a Ouija board?
No.
No,
What if you're
like not at all.
blindfolded?
Nowhere. Not even if we did like in like a forest or something
What
like
if a hot
non-threatening.
girl
You know,
asked
if
you to?
only if you take me to the old
Not in the
school
house, let's
library
do
on
it
the
in the
east side of
fucking
town that
forest.
hasn't been open for 5 years, I'll do it there.
Wait, do it where?
The old school library on the east side of town that hasn't been open in 5 years, I'll do it there.
Like an abandoned place?
That's even worse.
No, I'm kidding. I won't fucking touch the
My
thing. It's
girlfriend was
like,
right next to Bachelor's Grove.
oh, fuck that.
What's that? What's that?
It's like considered one of the most haunted places in America.
One thing that I would do though,
Bachelor's Grove.
It's right next to Orland Park. It's
Bachelor's Grove
right next to
Cemetery.
My girlfriend, yeah.
okay.
It's supposed to be fucking like.
It's considered like
murderers and
considered one of the like top 3 haunted places in America.
I
and
say
that-
we get naked and run around. Yeah.
Not going there either. I see. Like I do a legit investigation into the parent, like with the tools of the trade and all that shit, like the EMF readers and the stuff like that. I do an investigation anywhere. I'd rather do that.
My only thing with that
not touching a
investigation-
fucking Ouija board.
the only thing I would say about those investigations, if you watch those shows, they're the most boring fucking shows that you've
Well,
ever seen.
but that's the truth to it,
If
though.
you,
The things
I'm
are
gonna
boring
throw
as
this
fuck.
rock down this hallway.
Ah, fuck that guy.
if
Zach
you
Baggins. That
can
guy's
hear
an
me,
asshole.
throw it back.
What are you afraid of, Ghost? Hey, come at me. You like pushing women? Why don't you push me? Push me. I'm wearing the mask of the man who might have killed your family maybe 20,000 years ago. You think you're tough?
But then once,
Push me.
but when something happens, he's like,
Okay. Oh, Jim, did you hear that, Jim? And the camera, the chubby camera guy with the goatee, he's the first guy to like piss his pants and turn tail every time. He's like, I ain't going back in there. It's like, you're on a fucking ghost investigation show, motherfucker. Your job is to film this, and every show you bail. Like,
Hi, Dave.
It's show business.
Yeah, you
It's
really
that
you're
character.
watching.
It's that character that entertains
everybody that's
everybody
doing
by
it is the
running
characters.
off.
That's
Don't
totally
tell I have a
true.
Ouija
So he's the
board.
foil.
Matt Hale, that obviously.
I won't touch a Ouija board. I will do an actual investigation anywhere.
I
I'll
want
do
to get
it,
one of those
but-
chicks that like are those
Has
those
sex.
people that
Yeah.
sex. What's that?
that's how they work.
Reading's getting stronger.
You know those crazy chicks that they're like they just draw on the board and then all of a sudden they start writing stuff
Oh, the
off.
shitty mediums.
Yeah. I don't care if it's real or fake.
snake
I just
oil
want to see her do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just kind of.
And then grab her tit when she's doing it, right?
Oh, I'm possessed.
Are you
I'm the
naked on
ghost of
internet?
the mad tit grabber. Titty McGee.
He was a bank robber from the 20s.
Oh my god, what just happened? Did I grab your tit?
So he was grabbing mad tits? Or tits that were mad?
He was madly grabbing tits.
Sounds like a movie title. From the producers of Can't Hardly Wait, Madly Grabbing Tits.
Soundtrack by the Gin Blossoms.
We're good for this episode.
On the road.
Your character name is Madly.
Madly.
All right.
So madly.
All right, we will beard right back.
Hey.
Beard.
Hi, Mike.